Okay, so while finishing up a project last week, I was working on a website for a client and I was finishing up the project. So it was time for her to review the website. Everything looked great. But however, on her mobile device, um, her picture kept cutting off. The top of her head was cutting off. So as I'm looking at my development environment, because I use Elementor, and Elementor, you can see what your website will look. You can design it based on the screen size, and it will show you when you click on this button here, responsive mode, and you can see the three: desktop, tablet, as well as mobile devices. This is already there. These are the default settings for the responsive mode when you're developing in Elementor. So I'm looking at her website and I'm like, it does not cut off the head for me, for any of her modes, screen sizes that I develop in. So I also, what I do is I go to Chrome, okay, development tools. And if you don't know, you go to the website, you in your Chrome browser, and you click F12 on your keyboard. And as you can see, these are the different sizes. Okay, it's more extensive than what they have in Elementor. Okay, it takes into consideration of various screen sizes. There's tablet, laptop. Let's see, there's 4K. And there's mobile, different sizes. So I went to her website, and lo and behold, on this particular mobile 425 or 320, well, yeah, 425, it did cut off the head, the top of the head, okay, of her picture. So I go back to Elementor, and there is no screen size for that particular size. So I was like, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to fix this for her? Okay, so I, see this all this time. I've been working at Elementor for over a year, a couple years now. And I realized that there is a little wheel here that says manage breakpoints. And also um, you can change the sizes here as well. But let's go to manage breakpoints. And here you can add additional breakpoints. Okay. So there's already mobile tablet. You can't delete those, but you can add mobile extra. Okay, which has a breakpoint of 880. And you can also add tablets as well as laptop. Okay, you can add all of these additional breakpoints and widescreen. Okay, and again, but when you go back here, I noticed that it's 425. There's nothing as small as 425. Okay, so right now mobile is 767, and then it jumps to 880. There's nothing lower, okay, at this point. So what I did, in her case, it actually did work. But in this case, as you can see, if I click, okay, first after you add those, you got to do an update, reload. Okay, and now if you go here, you can see it has all of the breakpoints. Okay, so in her situation, in her case, it worked fine with the mobile extra. I was able to fix her problem. I was able to manipulate the image so that it won't cut off the head for that particular screen size, and it worked fine. But in this particular case, as you can see, oh no, we're not doing that one here. Okay, here, here, here. As you can see, the head is still there. So What I did to replicate it for this particular, for this particular tutorial and this image, I just changed the width 425 based on what the breakpoint was when it happened over here in developer tools. And there. Okay, so what I did for this particular example, I had to change the max width to bring it down some. Okay, and as you can see, it does not cut off the head anymore. So I click update. And now, if I look on all the screens, it looks good. I'm not going to do these two because they're too wide. Okay, and that's it. That's just something that I learned doing this particular project. All right.